Or, whatever. Right on some kind of time. As Misyr spoke, the cracks splayed through the sky. Here it comes! I listened to our surroundings. I didn't hear anything that sounded like fighter jets or Navy ships at all. That being the case, all we needed to concentrate on was the threat of that wormhole in the spar toy. After confirming that was the case, Misyr laughs and continues what he was saying.
ここは一つ張り切って演奏しちゃおうかな。
Okay. Oh, fuck. Let me hear it because I talked over him. Okay. Right as Misyr whispered, part of the emblem at its feet came off the ground, floating as if it had a will of its own. Whoa. A nice little piano charm there. They float up around him, one after another, turning upright, sideways, changing shape. It looked like a keyboard made of light. Oh, okay, that explains the sound. The moment Misyr put his hands above them, I heard a colorful variety of sounds that spread across the world one by one. Playing his mystical piano, his fingers sliding one after another. Chad, you saying too much. I don't know what the hell going on now. He didn't seem like a demon lord. He was a pianist playing the most sublime melody you've ever heard. Misyr's performance began to have an effect. It was as if they were screaming. The cracks in the sky began to groan loudly. He sucks. Shut up.
さあ、伴奏はこっちに任せて。君たちのダンス期待してるよ。
As Misyr called that out. Whoa! Are there really 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there are 10. Wait, did I read that? No, I didn't. 10 Spartoi from the forest appeared by the shore, charging toward Misyr as soon as they saw him. The difference in our numbers makes me hold my breath. I looked to see that one of Mr. Rindo's rounds hit a Spartoi right in the forehead. Not my scream. What the hell? Immediately after, I heard 5 gunshots, one right after another. In no time, their numbers were down to 4. Still refusing to shy away, he readies a knife and continues his attack. Well, Connors, where are you at? He easily kicks one right in front of him, and he cuts through 2 more nearby. Well, they're weak as shit if they fall to a knife. While the Curé and I stood stunned, Mr. Rindo quickly reloads, and the remaining 2 in no time met their fate by the barrel of his gun. Wow! Y'all think 40 is like old and decrepit? It really isn't.
カヌスは切り札だし、できる限りは僕が相手をするよ。頼もしいな、リード。
Probably trying to reserve his strength, Kana thrust his sword into the ground. Continuing on, as if in rhythm with Misyr's performance, Mr. Rindo takes on the Spartoy that attacked us from every direction. He takes one down with each turn of his head. And he lighting their ass up, round after round, calmly and with precision. He had no sort of overwhelming power, but his shots, never missing a target, clearly showed Mr. Rindo's composure, as well as his tempered accuracy. Mr. Rindo quickly reloads again after returning several more Spartoy to Ash. Oh, the Spartoy triplets! There was the sound of rustling grass. From beyond the tree, more Spartoy revealed themselves. Right when Mr. Rindo was about to ready his gun, for some reason, as if he thought it over, he lowered his weapon. He came back toward me, rather to the Kure at my feet.
質問いいかな。あのスパルトイたちがいる場所に君の仲間が隠れてる可能性は？
おそらくいないはずであります。あそこは土が緩い上、雑草も多く、土の中に潜りづらいはずでありますから。
なるほど。それじゃあ吹き飛ばしても問題なしだね。
Hold up. So, you wouldn't blow up 10 at a time, but you'll blow up 3? See, that seems like a waste to me. But, whatever. This ain't your chapter. Like, you should have used that first. With that, Mr. Rindo pulled out his... Mr. Rindo, like, we're near there too. You blow us up too. I spoke to him without even thinking. I could tell what he had in his hand. A tried and true.
心配しなくても、帝お手製のグレネードだから、そんなやつとはちょっと性能が違うんだ。
Oh, yeah, it sure was different looking.
こいつはあくまで人外用さ。
Oh. Well, still like the Kure and Misyr and, whatchamacallit. But you should have saved that for like when there's like a mob of them janks. With a kind smirk, Mr. Rindo doesn't hesitate to pull the pin. He tosses it effortlessly at the Spartoy. With the Kure screaming, a violent sound and shockwave erupted through the forest. And following that, the skeletal remains rained down the area. It turns out he blew up the well-hidden, what can they call Kure reserve hiding spot. Mr. Rindo spoke completely nonchalantly.
さて、僕がどこまで役に立てるか疑問だけど、カヌスの方は問題ない？
無論だ。ミシェルを含め、お前たちにも傷一つつけさせはせん。
その威圧感で言われちゃうと思わず甘えたくなっちゃうけど、僕は僕でちゃんと働くよ。
That's what he said before the fight started, but Mr. Rindo, what were you talking about earlier? You're really strong too.
買いかぶりすぎだよ。僕は人間としてそこそこできるってだけ。他の常連ズの足元にも及ばないよ。
Even though he laughed it off, it was clear that his actual physical capabilities were more than just a few moves.
さて、カヌス、どうやら見る限り皇族は数が多いみたいだ。力を借りてもいいかな。
心得た。
That's that's where you need the grenade at. When you see a mob of them like this, why you use the grenade on 3 freaking Spartoi? That don't make sense, like I said. But video game logic, like I said, we're just gonna roll with it. Damn that. Just as Connors boldly stepped forward, now double the number. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Something double mint gum. I forgot the jingle. No, much more than that. Yeah, it looks like much more. As if they'd finally decided to do harm to Misyr, what pushed forward was a massive amount of Spartoi coming from every direction in front of us with a thirst for blood. They had to have been over 50 in numbers. See, that's where that grenade could have did work, you dummy. After he spoke, Connors raised his sword and suddenly disappeared. What? And in one breath, several of the Spartoi to the right of us were cut in two, right at their torsos. Ooh, they're skeletons though. And just as I was about to gasp, and in front and to the left, take it back now, y'all. Cha-cha, real smooth. Okay, I'll stop. The rest of them were sliced up from the waist up. The rest of them were sliced from the waist up. They turned to ash, blowing away in the wind. You know, you couldn't help too, not just admire him from afar. Mr. Arindo elaborated on what just happened, what his true strength was like. The knight had simply swung his sword at the countless number of bone soldiers, bony boys. Wow. No magic, no controlling of fire, just swinging the giant sword he had in his hand. I would have made a joke there, but I can't think of anything right now. I'm trying to think of anything in this world that had power comparable to that. I'm sure anything I could think of would be pale in comparison to Connors. As he lifts his head, he saw numerous Spartoi crawling out toward us from the cracks Misyr was trying to seal. Just how many of them were there? Countless, girl. The movie. The story must go on. The plot must be driven forward. Just how many of them were there? A shiver ran down my spine after seeing the endless army of bones. Crouching lower than normal, Connors readies his sword once more. In the next instant, the sword itself let out a roar. This wasn't a metaphor, but what I actually saw in front of me. All Connors did was stand there swinging his sword, letting the sonic boom from the sword like sliced everybody in half as they were falling midair. But he formed a blade, slashing through the air with huge force. And then the big hand got angry. What the hell? Okay, they just vanished. With just that, all the Spartoi that were falling from the sky had vanished. Wow. This is me, Sasha, not Otome. What did I do? Or what do I do? I should be a little afraid at least, but all I could do was stand there, dazed. I felt like I realized once again why my regulars were called the final boss. And then, one within the group of these last bosses, they were all referred to as a lord.
俺の方もだいぶ乗ってきたよ。
Misyr's finger movement sped up quickly. Then the shapes of the cracks in the sky slowly began to waver. More light spread the harder he played. The cracks groaned more the faster he was. They continued to shrink in sync with Misyr's performance.
これで終わってくれたらこっちとしては助かるんだけど。
The cracks looked like they were being slowly pushed in from the sides, and they were definitely getting smaller. It's over. No, it's not. The big bony boy gotta come out from the sky, or the wormhole, whatever that is. Any one of us would have thought that when... There we go. It's that arm again! The giant menace appeared again, forcing open these fissures that were getting to close. Damn it, we were just getting them closed. It was that single giant bony arm. And then, just like last time, its fist came hurling toward Misyr and I in a simple attempt at crushing our bodies.
Misyr, Otome!
Kind of stepped forward with his sword ready to protect us, but were you too late?
構わないよ、カノス。俺に任せて。二人は少し退避を。
And what's Ignis and Ill doing? They're just floating, or are they going back? They done went back to Enchante. I thought they were still in the sky. So you would think they were like flown back to the shore. After that, Misyr lightly exhales as the fist collides. Misyr uses all the fingers from both of his hands and plays the keyboard like magic circle. The overwhelming force digs into the ground around us, sending it flying. Yo, that's the person that brainwashed me into coming up on here. Who is that? What the ugh. Sounds like you stepping on like a crumbled potato chip bag or something, I don't know. With it, the large bony arm that stopped right in front of us made a sound like it was crying out. And I saw it slowly start to crumble away from end to end. And then Misyr turns to face it as it crumbles away.
ここは君たちが、俺も含めて好き勝手していい世界じゃない。人外の世界じゃないんだ。だから、あるべき世界にお帰り。
He spoke somewhat sadly. With the tune, he began to play again. Shit, cause of that. Stop that awesome music in the background. This time, surely. The eerie arm turned into inanimate ash. With the giant arm now gone, the cracks in the sky vanished without a trace, as if all of what just happened never did. Well, will you look at that? Ooh, it's pretty though. It was very exotic with all those clashing colors, y'all. But no, this is more surreal, or not surreal, more realistic, but serene and peaceful, and yeah, I like it. So yeah, they managed to outmaneuver resorting to government intervention, and the Cure get to keep the island. Yay! Is it over? It all ended as soon as it started. Looking around, although the ground was fairly broken up because of the fight, what also remained was the usual veil of night, with nothing strange to it at all. The usual Amasaki Island, the sea casting its waves, a familiar calm to their rhythms. Hey, Misyr... It just didn't feel real to me. What, yeah, this is too convenient? Yeah, I agree. As I pulled on his sleeve beside me without thinking. Whoop. Huh? Whoa! Ah, it's cute. Look at that dorky smile on him. What, that's it? Everything just dies and we get a so they lived happily ever after?
こんなに気合い入れて魔法使ったの超久しぶり。冗談抜きで疲れた。
Yeah, well, rest up, I suppose. You deserve it. I knew this was real by the sound of the demon lord laughing on the floor and embracing me. Nope, all good here. Not at all. Actually, I'm more worried about you. Bullshit. A little fatigue doesn't cause you to collapse on the floor. You were dog tired. Hey, he wants to try my coffee blend. Hey, that's really easy. That's a really easy recovery. Too easy, even if it wasn't a video game. Well, I gotta make sure I give it my all to make it especially delicious. Especially delicious. Please, Sasha, please. It'll be a cup of coffee so satisfying that he'll shout for joy when he tries it. Girl, all this coffee talk makes me want to go get my coffee. But I can only have black coffee right now. Struggles of fasting. Good work, Mr. Demon Lord. When we get back to Enchante, you just take a nice rest over some great coffee. Okay, I won't.
突然こんな場所に放り投げられた挙句とんでも人外バトルに巻き込まれちゃったんだからさ。
Or I don't know, whatever, y'all know what I mean. Yeah, I think I've had enough excitement tonight to last me a lifetime. Yeah, girl, you probably shaved some years off with all that excitement when it's really stressed. Probably enough for my next life, too. He laughed at my comment, but it seemed like he was dialed in on what I said. Misyr Rex 2, the coffee-loving demon king known by all. He knows much about coffee and is also skilled at brewing it. It seems he has met the heroine once before and is proactive in helping her. He visits the shop every day, but due to his work as a demon king, he generally visits during the night. Wait, did I read that? Yeah, I did. Sorry, y'all, goldfish memory. I forget sometimes. Huh? Again, he gives his usual kind smile. I don't know what it is about Misyr. I really do like his, happy-go-lucky attitude sort of deal. His sort of carefree air. Of course, he's an overpowered SOB, but, yeah, I mean, I would be laughing too if I was powerful or some shit, but I really like know. He's very charming, very whimsical.
このね、君がアンシャンテのマスターでいる限りね。
These strange and sprightly days will simply continue, he whispers. Afterwards, it was confirmed that every single one of the Spartoi were eliminated from Amasaki Island. How convenient. The GPM higher-ups also acknowledged the anomaly was dealt with and closed the case. The plan to destroy Amasaki was also cut. How convenient. The defense forces withdrew, having no idea what had happened. We never understood what caused the wormhole, or what that arm was exactly. They say the GPM will be looking into that. Good luck with that, y'all, if you don't die from it. Okay. The Kure were also able to reunite with the threat now gone. Yay! Giving their thanks again and again, they saw us off as we left the island. I'm happy for them. That's right. The one that was near us during the battle. It mentioned it didn't come out right away, wanting to make sure Misyr and I had a bit of space. Also, about the attack Misyr launched that GPM higher-ups considered to be one of the threats.
ああ、あれ？ああ、いやー、とんでもないホールだったよね。
So stupid.
あんなすごい力を放てるスパルトイまで作り出しちゃうんだから。わーい。
Misyr decided to blame it on the Spartoi. Deflected the issue, and it was considered resolved in any case. So damn stupid. Afterwards, on the boat ride back, I called my parents. Girl, how late is it? You call your parents all sorts of hours of the night. I was able to confirm that they were safe, as the Spartoi never came to shore. Never come to shore. Had never come to shore. Oh my god. It seemed no tragedies occurred, and the regulars and I decided to return by rail back to Tokyo. It must have not been that late, or I don't know how late Tokyo bullet trains run. You would think that they would stop at a certain hour. Like, I know for Miami, like Miami-Dade area, like our metro rail stops at like midnight, around midnight. So okay. Ruh-roh. Who is this? Or what is this? Oof. My baby Kororo, you miss mommy? Oh, without warning, my eyelids slowly opened. It seemed like as soon as I got back, I fell right to sleep. Ooh, child, I know that feeling. I look at the time, and we were approaching the time the day would change into tomorrow. Seriously, today was a roller coaster ride. Don't wake him up. Don't wake him up. Kororo looked like he was sleeping so comfortably. I gaze at him as I think back on the events of today. I went out to the shopping district. I was flung away through the gate. I saw a giant non-human at Amasaki Island. Then everyone from Enchante handled it. All that happened in the few hours between the afternoon today and now on the verge of the next day. My regulars here are really some amazing people. I woke up. Maybe I'll have some warm milk and try to go back to sleep. Alright. Being careful not to wake Kororo up and quietly step down to the cafe. Huh? Considering how late it was, I didn't think anyone else would be here, but I heard a noise. Who's robbing me? Let me get the bat. Just kidding, ain't nobody robbing her. I wandered outside, wondering who was out here to find... Hi, sweetheart. Canis looking up at the moon and the mist hanging in the air. Canis, is something wrong? When I call out to him, Canis slowly swings his large frame around.
Otomeか。いや、大した意味はない。少々涼もうかと、ここに顔を出したのだ。
Okay. I see. I woke up right now. Can I join you?
構わぬよ。口数の少ない我が相手でよければ。だが。
That's okay. We don't need to be talking all the time. You know I don't care. With his permission, I stand along with Canis looking up at the night sky. The flowers blooming in the garden seemed to welcome me as they were swaying in the breeze.
今宵は
Did he say anything?
あのような異変が起きたとは思えぬほど静かで美しい夜空が広がっているな。
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With Canis' words, I gave a sigh of relief, finally feeling like regular, peaceful days had returned. Here had returned. However...
すまなかった。
What? Huh? What are you sorry for? What the fuck? I was taken aback by Canis, who suddenly lowered his head apologetically. What did he mean by his apology? What's the matter, Canis? I can't think of anything that you need to apologize to me for.
あなたになくとも我にはある。
What?
あなたがゲートに引き込まれた時、我はその異変に気づくことすらできなかった。
But...
今回は無事に合流できたからよかったものの、あなたに何かあったら我はソーアン殿に顔向けができなくなる。
But... So on. You don't have to face him. He's passed on. That was a mysterious circumstance that no one could explain. It couldn't be helped that Canis and Ignis didn't notice. He had no need to apologize. Though I thought it might be insensitive. Let me read that again. Though I thought that might be insensitive if Canis still worried about me. In that case, thanks for worrying about me. I'll be careful moving forward too. And if anything like this happens again, I'll do my best and ask for help from you and the others.
我も滞在時の夜には最大限警戒しておくことにしよう。
Okay.
以後は二度と同じことがないよう、何があってもあなたは我が守りきる。
Ah. Okay, thank you. Even though he's in his normal clothes and his headless state right now, looking at how bravely he fought at Amasaki Island, I thought of how well he just said... I read that in the wrong order. I thought of how well what he just said fit him. I asked this reliable knight for his help with a smile on my face. No matter what strange things happen in this world, the morning will always find its way to greet us the next day. Okay, new music. To provide hospitality in those mornings and the day to inevitably follow is my duty. Yes, for those who are human and those who aren't. Hello, welcome to Cafe Enchante. No matter who my guest is, I always greet them with a kind smile. Where memories and the aroma of coffee fill the room in this strange and sprightly cafe. Ooh! We got his rounds! Oh! Damn it! Okay, wow, that took forever. But unfortunately, I got other shit to do. So, oh my god, next week Saturday, y'all, right after Christmas, we will continue to play, and I don't know. But my gosh, 8 main chapters, and I mean, I guess I get it, but damn, that took forever. Alright, y'all, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it here, but yeah, that chapter, though, I thought we were actually gonna go to Asmodia. I guess not. I guess that's for when we do Misyr's chapter, and it's like, I don't know, I like I said, I do like Misyr for, you know, his expressions and personality. And it doesn't hurt that he's cute to look at. But mainly so because of his attitude. But yeah, I mean, that chapter, of course, we solve everything that chapter. Like, there are no conflicts like no stones unturned. Everything gets solved right then and there. And you know, I think that's more of a convenience sort of deal, but whatever. But now that we are going into the gentleman's specific chapters, I'm really excited for next week's playthrough. But I'm even more excited because I have Pio Fiore that's pretty much almost finished. I say almost, not quite exactly. So, yeah, y'all, thank you very much for tuning in to this block of videos. Really appreciate you stopping on by. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads and lassies in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and peace.